What is happening, everybody? My name is Beth, and welcome back to Every Day is Spooktober. Now, today we are talking about Orphan First Kill. We're like talking about Esther's like origin story here. So, yeah, like I know I'm a little bit late to the party. Like, this film came out like last year. It wasn't that long ago, I guess, but I'm a bit late to the party. I never watched this in the cinema because I wasn't super interested in I don't know, in this film. I was like, it'll be something I just watch when it comes out on streaming. So that's exactly what I did. I found it on YouTube and I rented it last night. All I have to say is I didn't hate it. I did not hate it at all. As much as I thought I was going to. I actually quite enjoyed it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's review and let's talk about Orphan First Kill. Like I said, there's not been a big hype for me anyway. There's not been a big hype or like craze over this film. Like it just sort of is what it is. I think the concept's fun, but then again, I think with the first Orphan, the big sort of plot twist of Esther's actually like a 30-year-old woman, blah blah blah. Like we know this. We've moved past this kind of thing, So I guess it's like I guess a lot of people put a lot of pressure on this second one because it's like it's kind of hard to top a reveal like that, and I agree, it definitely does. Obviously, I think Orphan on its own is good and it's fine, and I don't really think it needs any more explaining. There was never really a part of me when I watched the original Orphan back when it first came out when I thought, oh my god, I need to know more about Esther, I need to know more about her. I was pretty happy, satisfied with Orphan in that film. I thought it was entertaining, I thought it was fun. Esther was just giving it, like she was fun. And I thought the plot twist was sick in it as well. So I heard a few things about First Kill, and I'd seen the trailer a bunch. I could kind of guess where we were going here with the plot of the second one. But like I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I think it's a film that you don't really take, that seriously, because it's just a bit of a fun film. I guess, I guess you could argue it's a bit of a slasher. It's just one of those really fun films that you watch. I didn't realize how good of a time I would have. My eyes were glued to the screen. The film went by so fast, and I didn't even realize it. I was genuinely shocked at like how entertained I was by the film. I just didn't expect it to give me the same sort of fun, outrageous, crazy, weird entertainment that it did. With our cast, we saw some familiar faces. Obviously, Esther was back. We also had Julia Stiles, who's in quite a lot of films and TV shows. She's quite a well-known actress as well, so it was cool to sort of see, because I know in the original we had Miss Lorraine Warren, not obviously Lorraine Warren, but we had Vera Farmiga, and obviously she's a gem in everything that she does, and I loved her in Orphan as well. So it was nice to see some more familiar faces. I mean, I kind of wish they brought Vera back, really, but can't always get what we want, can we? But I do have to say, like, one of the biggest things about this film that I just adored was the color palette and the like design and way it was sort of like advertised. It was like with all these like splotches of like neon colors, like using black lights, and like the mixture of the colors. And I think like in a lot of the scenes where like when Esther's like painting and stuff, and like the dad's little like art space, the light when it like flickers on and off of the art and everything, I mean, that's so cool within itself. I was like, I love this idea, like bring me more of this. It was so interesting to see that sort of concept with the lights. Something I do sort of wish we saw more of was that sort of lighting effect, and maybe using it in more of the kill. I think it could have been a lot more sort of interesting. It just could have added like a really fun aspect to the film, like having all these different colors and trying to, like her Esther killing people, and like she's in all these like different fluorescent colors and like glowing in the dark, and like it just would have been really cool to see. Really interesting selling point for the film. because I know they like interpreted like the color scheme and things like that in the trailers and like with advertising. I really like that part. I thought that was so cool to see. Just needed a bit more for my like rating to go up higher, I think. You know, I definitely think this one was more like brutal, because when we sort of go into the film and we know that Esther's not a child and she's like a fully grown woman, we know that the brutality of this is getting worse. We know what she's capable of. We know that she will kill anyone and she doesn't care. You know, so there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of gore, but it's super fun. You know, I absolutely loved it. It plays a good prequel, I think, to Orphan. Although I think with this, in this case, that you cannot, I don't think you can beat the original Orphan. I think it is what it is itself. But I still think this second one had potential, and it was, like I said, it was a really fun film. It was just a fun and entertaining film, and sometimes that's all you need in life. I had to say though, I think like at the end of First Kill, I was dying for them to make some kind of visual connection between this one and then the original Orphan. Like if freaking Vera walked into the room at the end of this film to like go then and adopt Esther, I would have lost my mind. And I think a lot of fans maybe wanted to see some kind of connection to the original, because obviously they're all dead now, besides Vera, but it would have been interesting to sort of see that, and I kind of wanted to see that. I didn't want it to just end abruptly, although we have like the conversation between the doctors being like, oh, what do we do with her, we'll have to like put her up for an adoption, whatever. So I really liked that. That was super fun. I just think Esther's like killing it. Like she's killing it. Like you see her in the car when she like steals the car away from the mum, and like I just love the sort of competition and like that like sort of Esther has against Trisha. I love that part where they're at the train station, Dad gets on the train, and then Esther gets the keys from Trisha and like gets the car, and she's just like cruising in the car, cigarette in the mouth, lipstick on, sunglasses on, and she's just a big mood. And something that I do think is really interesting about this film too is all the people that were acting with Esther had to wear like platforms in their shoes so they look taller than her. Which I think is really funny, but it worked. You couldn't tell at all. You could not tell. It was fine. That's just sort of my thoughts on Orphan First Kill. Like, I mean, I'd probably give this like a 6.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was just a chill film you can just unwind to. You don't have to really focus that much on the story. It's an easy watch. Esther killed it, literally. And yeah, like I just enjoyed the cast, and I think the story was fun and beautiful. Colour palette, everything beautiful. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.